fire in a house where everybody got out of the house but the dog, and the whole house was burning. And some of our guys were able to, they kept looking around by the patio doors wherever they could to get doors open and call for the dog, and luckily the dog was able to come out.
Fall Creek's fire department has a lot of history about the past and many different stories. The fire department had no organized firefighters until February 20, 1922. When the fire department was first organized, they had 27 members. If someone spotted a fire, they would run to the building with the button for the alarm. Then once the alarm would go off, people would call Anna Randall. Anna Randall is known as the telephone lady, and everyone would ask her where the fire was. The chiefs that work at the fire station are in charge of everything. They have to be doing training, safety, and making the right call. The first fire department was by the bay. It was built in 1907 and is still standing today. Now we have a different fire department. The fire department is still volunteer and is located by the corner store. Now they have more trucks and different equipment that is much better.
The firefighters would wear what looked like a leather dress/robe with sleeves. It would go down until their feet. They were usually black with buttons to put it together. Their boots would have been whatever they had on. It was most likely to be heavy-duty boots. They wouldn't have any gloves. If they did, it would be their own. The first 8 people to grab a helmet would be the ones to fight. If someone didn't grab a helmet and wanted to fight, they would have to fight without protection. Currently, our fire department wears 2 different types of clothing. They have their normal gear for big fires, but the other ones are for light fires and grass fires. They have the same protection as each other, just a different style and weight. Their helmets haven't changed much besides the protection to keep the heat out and to protect their neck. The gear has definitely changed since the first fire.
As part of our fire training, you have to learn or teach yourself and practice to get all of your turnout gear on in a minute.
The first fire truck was powered by a horse and wagon. They would pull big water pumps on wagon wheels. By 1910, trucks started to become motorized. People used to make bucket brigades, and now people have fire trucks with pressure hoses and water tanks. A bucket brigade is where all the people would get in a line and pass a bucket of water to the fire. After World War II, they made the ladders taller so that they could reach higher heights. The fire trucks are normally red and white. They have tons of vehicles for different fires. For grass fires, they drove 4-wheelers. For car fires, they would bring a plain fire truck with water. For lake house fires or water fires, they would bring a mini boat. And for house fires, they would bring all the big trucks.
Verno G. and Della E. Plesno ran a bakery and poker hall, which they lived above on the other floor. On May 18, 1929, a grease fire started in a small building behind the bakery where the donuts were being fried. The fire spread quickly and ended up burning down the entire building. The lack of sufficient water was a major problem in fighting the Plesno fire. The eyewitnesses say that Arnie Gullickson drove to Eau Claire to get more hose so that they could reach to the creek. But when he returned, the fire was out of control. The firemen were able to stop the fire at Dreamland Dance Hall. Dreamland Dance Hall was a concrete building that stood between where the present post office is and where the hardware store was. 4 buildings were destroyed in the fire, and the 4 buildings were Plesno Confectionery, Miaski's Groceries, the post office, and Miaski's Meat Market. We got some of this information from Sights and Sounds of the Valley.
I think probably what impressed me mostly as a firefighter is the dedication of the volunteers that there were there to take and make sure that they were serving the community.
Since it's volunteer and we all have regular jobs, besides you get a pretty big spread of different people and personalities, and really it becomes more so than a job of being a volunteer firefighter. It becomes a friendship that you have